Welcome back to Calmston Farm. It will always be Calmston Farm, no matter what you call it. So, firstly, a big thank you to G-Portal for the servers for this save. Now, up until now, and it will probably still continue to be, this has been my personal save, my go-to save to relax, just to play the game and enjoy FS25. So, first things first, we've got a few fields, not too many. We have field 2 and field 3 to the left of us, which is our arable field. Merged those very early on, and then we have this massive cornfield in front of us here, which is actually the reason that I decided to pop the save on a server. So field 4, couldn't quite remember the name there if you hadn't realised why I was driving around. Yeah, I thought, you know what, I've got this farm now to a point where I'm happy with the layout, but I need a bit of help. So that is what we are going to do. So as we come down this path, now this was previously a massive grass field that we've sort of converted, let's say. Now it's not perfect by any means at all, but on our right we have our farmhouse and our little garden area. Had quite a bit of fun doing that, to be fair. We have a cow pen to the left of us with grazing, and then as we head around here, there's the swimming pool and the man cave at the top of the garden. Workshop, bit of storage, fertilizer storage, diesel, herbicides, couple of well, I'm using it as a storage shed really. I think this one's got the chopper in it. Yes, a bit of seed, combine header, couple of Lancy Boys grain shed, which has got our harvest tucked away in there. Very impressed with those. Don't know why I sounded surprised. Couple of trailers down here, and then our 4 other cow sheds here. Now we are running realistic livestock, which is interesting so far. I'm quite liking it. With the storage shed up here, got the combine, sprayer, and our workhorse tractor there, tucked away out of this lovely July weather. Couple of bale storages, hay and silage over there, and pallets, straw to the left, massive silage clamp, which the corn will be going into, or the chaff, for the storage shed, and then our sheeps up here. Not actually out at the minute, which I don't blame them. So, in fact, did I can't remember if no, we have kept a few. So this is one of our grass fields. We've got another one over the other side of the road, which is field 5, I think it is. Let's just open up the map and have a butchers. Yeah, field 7, sorry. So that is pretty much what we own. Now, we have just slept, so I'm guessing that our cows will need a feed. So, well, they're not actually too bad, which makes a change. Very good indeed. So what we might do is we'll make a mix. Hopefully the weather will clear up because we've got field 7 to mow. I'm not going to do many episodes on this. The plan is to hopefully get back into live streaming, and rather than interrupt the Rottima series, I thought, you know, why not, let's do it on here. So we will need to fertilise our field in front of us here. We've recently just cut that for silage, so field 7 is going to be cut for hay, and then yeah, job should be a good one. So hopefully this rain is going to pass, but until then, let's get some TMR mixed up. So the rain has just literally turned to sleet, which is marvellous. We've got a bale of straw in there already. We've got a pallet of mineral feed in there already. And what is the cut open bales? There we go. Now, by no means is this a realistic series at all, but I'm trying to do little bits. So like the load in here of the mixer wagon by hand rather than, say by hand, with a machine rather than by hand using super strength. Do have auto load on the trailer. Is it the Tech Mac Agri? Loved that trailer in 22, so glad that is back. Let's have a look how we're doing. So we could probably put in a bit more hay, I think. Lovely. So yeah, I mean, like I say, it's not going to be 100% realistic. I think there might be a bale around here. Yes. But, you know, giving it a go. It probably, you know, like I say, it's not going to be a necessarily a regular thing on here. Me just playing by myself. Well, it might be, unless nobody joins the server. That's what I should have said. This will be a community server. When I say community, I mean people in the Discord. Clearly it is only PC only, just because of some of the mods that we've got in. Now that might well be enough, so we'll give that a whirl. So yeah, I'm not sure when it's going to go live yet. The server is up, but I just need the time to sit and join in. I want to be a part of it. You know, it's something that I've been umming and ahhing doing for a while. Now, if we back up and change to left front, we should be able to get this from this side. There we go. So the realistic livestock, what have we done with it so far? Not much, if I'm honest. I do eventually want to sort of get rid of the bad cows. Sounds horrible, but I do. So we may at some point look at doing that, whether we just sell them straight from here or be it to the animal, no, be it drive them to the animal dealer. We'll see what time permits. But this weather is horrendous. We should have plenty in here. There we go. A little bit left over. Jobs are good. And so what I'll do is we'll park this up. We'll wait for this miserable weather to clear off, and we'll go mowing. Well, it's a few hours later. Oh, hey, you. Bit of oversteer. We've left it. I mean, the rain stopped to boot. Well, the sleet stopped about 8:30, but we've left it a bit longer, dry it out, and this is the sort of thing that I'm on about that I've been doing when I've just been playing, because I've got the time to do it. You know, like I say, it's a bit rough around the edges in places, the old landscaping and whatnot that I've done, but I quite like it. Now, I forget that there's traffic that comes along here now, so we should really have a look. There we go. Oot. And route. There we are. Now, like I say, it's all very fluid. It's all very, very fluid at the moment. It's a busy time. Main reason being, it's my birthday weekend coming up. So, got people coming round and trying to get the place, you know, looking not tidy, because it's not untidy. Just, you know, spruce it up a touch. We will shut the gate just so we can maximise where we're going to cut. So, yeah, I'm sort of doing the odd job here, doing work, doing the odd job here, all that, trying to get everything done within the hours that are available. So we are going to be making hay, which means we don't want swath dropping. So Control Y, left swath, right swath, no smoth, no smoth. Right, so we can lose that. We're on the rear mower, power up, and off we go. Now we're not running precision farming yet, although it has had the update now, so we could pop it in. But yeah, I mean, what are we into? Year 2. I've not been rushing things, mainly because, like I say, it's just to get on and play as and when. You know, if I'm smashing out contracts on Rottima, then, you know, I'll play on that save. But if there's stuff that I'm trying to save for it to make into an episode, then I'll just hop on here and do a little bit. You know, I think I've done a couple of contracts, get the money up. We did have an issue with and weirdly it's kind of sorted itself out, where we were paying 100 and something grand a day in water bills, water fees. That kind of sorted itself out, so fingers crossed that doesn't raise its ugly money robbing head again. Because yeah, that kind of killed the immersion somewhat. But yeah, like I say, so you know, we're not fiddling money. If I want something, then I've got to go and earn it. All that sort of the stuff that you would probably do if you were playing properly. That's the kind of, you know, stance I'm taking. You know, there's not a right way and a wrong way to play farm sim, but you know, just working hard to make the cash. Now I've not changed it to pounds because then I'll forget to change it back for Rottima. Maybe that's something I need to start doing and reminding myself of once when I'm swapping saves. But yeah, I mean, this is the plan. You know, I might even mow this today, potentially ted it, and then leave the windrowing and the baling to do as part of a stream, potentially. We could do that. You know, we don't have to auto load. We could get the trailer down here, get the telehandler down here, that sort of thing as well. And it might just be the, you know, a case of we're doing odd jobs around the farm. You know, I've just noticed that the cows need mucking out, so we might do that. It's all that sort of kind of thing, you know. Very, very, like I say, very fluid. Not only from the timeline of it being made available, to also me getting a chance to stream. Because like I say, this weekend coming up is going to be busy. So, yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see. And I'm sure as well I need to come up with a fancy name for the farm. But again, I'm in no rush. Maybe some pleasant suggestions could be put in the comments below. Pleasant suggestions only. Thank you very much indeed. So onto the up and down passes now, and I've set the GPS just for this bit. We've got the lines off. I think we could probably manage to work out roughly where we need to be, and driving it. Well, yeah, line ourselves up in a straight line. So, yeah, I hope you sort of understand why I'm trying to do this. You know, it's not a it's not an attempt at creating a Bevington farm. There's there's been nothing done in GE. It's just purely in-game built a farm and playing on it. And I want to share it with the Discord community. It's it's nothing special, but it's something I made, and lag. It's something I made, and I thought, why not? It gives us something to do different, and also it's a platform, and for us to start streaming again. It's relatively that was the first lag spike I'd had, so it's running really well. I mean, like I say, G Portal, awesome servers. If you want to use my link in the video description, you'll get yourself 10% off. So we all win then. You get a discounted server and one that is decent, and yeah, I get kept in the program. I jest, but no, in all seriousness, use the code, get yourself 10% off, and yeah, everyone's happy. I think the plan, and again I don't know, is that we could probably do with getting this done in this game day, really, but time, she is a cruel mistress. So if it goes over, never mind. I don't really want to drop the speed down too much. We've just hit midday. Should be able to get this mown. Couple of hours, maybe before 1 potentially, but there is no rush. If we have a growth stage and we miss a first stage, yeah, hopefully we'll be all right. At that point, we might load in precision farming. Ah, GT. But yeah, it's this map. I should say, Calmson Farm has had a special place in my farm sim heart. We did 100 episodes on it in 22. It was my kind of, not cutting your teeth, but that one where you go, we did alright in them with that. It was the first proper let's play. It's a shame this time round it had a bad launch release, let's say. Could it have been tested better? Potentially. But these things happen, At the end of the day, nobody got hurt. So it's yeah. And having visited years ago, not recently, and I stayed in the car. It was cool. It was cool to see the place in real life, and Oxygen David did and has done a fantastic job of replicating the place. So, like I say, it's got that special place in my farm sim heart. Such a soppy whatever. So yeah, I mean, the progress on here, it's not going to be too rapid. Like I say, I'm in second year now. We've done one harvest of What did we do? I think it was wheat. Let's hit that on. So that's, you know, that's the crop that we saw on the floor in the shed. But yeah, it's been a steady pace. So hopefully we can get the cows sorted and get them being productive. The milk will start to be produced, and that'll be a source of income. We can probably do the odd contract here and there. You know, if we've got the kit, maybe that's what we say. If we've got the kit, we can do the contract. So there is stuff for people to be doing. You know, I've sort of had a bit of a... I set it up, goodness knows when now, can't remember when I first started the save, but we've gone through, we've had John Deere's, we've had, come on, we've had 2 fence, we've got the old fence still, and yes, I use that on Rottimer, but I like it. We've got a little Mass Ferguson on the straw blower. We got the 8RX, that beastie. We had, what else did we have? I think that might be it. There's been a few bits of equipment changed, and like I say, I've either had to do contracts or sell something, make it up, you know, that way of doing it. But I quite like that, and maybe that's something we do, is just keep refreshing the equipment every now and again when we can afford to. You know, there's no pressure with this one. It'll be a, like I say, it'd be a nice chilled, as and when, get to stream, play online. I might, you know, sometimes I might just drop on of an evening, if there's time, do a bit, you know, so if people are about, you know, you can hop on and all that lot. But yeah, there'll be an announcement on Discord hopefully soon, and then yeah, it's be open for the Discord community to use and to enjoy. Well, we're not quite finished for 1 o'clock, but not too bad at all. So, like I say, it's coming together. The server's up. It works lovely. It's just now down to me. Time, getting the announcement done, getting it up, and post the details of it on Discord. And that shouldn't take too long, to be honest. So let's hope it's sooner rather than later, eh? But yeah, I just want to thank all the channel members and the patrons for their ongoing support. We are done, so we can lift up, turn off, and fold up. Yes, so massive thanks for the support. I'm looking forward to this. You know, there's times where the game can feel, not the game, but it can feel a little stagnant in what you do, maybe is the way to put it. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy all the maps I play on, but we need to start pushing this channel, and hopefully if we can do a bit of streaming, that will help things along, hopefully a little bit. So yeah, that's the cunning plan anyway. So until next time, thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope you're looking forward to this, because I am, and yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.